Yes, welcome new team managers to the LTS RT system. The screen you're seeing in front of you is the screen that you'll first see when you sign in as your team manager's role for your team. You should have gone through the process now of receiving the notification email from LTS and following the instructions in that email to create your password. And as I said a second ago, this is the screen that you'll first see when you log in, except for the screen that you're seeing on the video is in the training environment. So all this data is dummy data that I've created. In the quick access panel, this is what you're signed up to have access to at the moment. So over here under competition, you should have either men's or women's Premier League or Vic League 1, whichever the team is that you are the team manager of, and under team will have your club name or team name. You can see here that at the moment you've got no players registered, therefore no captains, goalkeepers nominated, the same as you won't have any head coaches. The one manager and the one team staff, that's you. If you've been given access to two teams or both your men's and women's team, you'll have a second one under here with very similar stats. Okay, to register players and team officials, you want to head over here to the register button. Don't worry about the lineup stuff. We'll worry about that once we've got some players registered to our team. So hit the register button. That'll take us through to the next screen. Now on this screen you can see we've got recent appearances over on the left and the registered team on the right. You don't need to stress too much about this. Recent appearances, nothing will appear under because this is the first time as an organisation we're using this system for our outdoor competition, so no clubs will have any recent appearances to choose from. To add players from or to your squad, and again I'll reiterate what the memo sent to club says, is that we recommend adding any and all Premier League or Vic League 1 and reserve squad members. Any players or team staff that are likely to take the pitch will be involved with this team at some stage through the season, because once we hit game 1 it's very difficult to add players and team staff to the squad. So first off we'll go and add players. Okay, now Hockey Victoria over the night of Thursday night did a download of any player who had registered and paid for their individual membership fee for 2016 as of Thursday night, and has uploaded that into the back end of this LTS system. So any player of yours that has registered should be available to be selected in this drop down box. Now obviously this is all dummy data, so none of the actual Premier League or Vic League 1 players will be available here, but you'll just do a simple search for a player's surname, first name, anything like that. I'm going to do a search for myself because I know I exist in this system. Just click it, allocate a playing number. Favourite number is 11, I'll claim that. I'll also claim being a captain. And just create the player. Okay, you repeat that process for any players that are needing to be in this squad. You can see it's added the player over here. I've got one of 18. Don't worry about this number 18. This is the international system, so international championships played under this system have a maximum of 18, but we've disabled that for our competition, so we can have 30, 35, 40 players listed in the squad. It's not going to be a problem, because when it comes to game time, you'll nominate the 16 or up to 16 that will play in the match, and the 11 that will start on the field. So as we continue through the process, add your 35, 40 players. If you go to do a search through this system and it doesn't find any players for you, it will tell you that there's no matches found, i.e. this would indicate that the player wasn't registered and paid with Hockey Victoria prior to Thursday evening. In cases where this happens, we use the green arrow, and just means that we have to create the player ourselves. Okay. Insert the surname and give them a first name as well. Okay, ignore the data there. Preferably add the date of birth as well. Okay, it's year, month, day. Gender, male, because this is the men's. No, it's not. We'll pretend that this is the men's competition. Nationality, if they're an overseas player, feel free to select their actual nationality. It's not going to tip off their home body. There's no danger in doing whatever you want to do there. You can either leave them as Australian nationality or pick their actual one. Pick the organisation that you want to be a part of. Now I'm managing Test Premier League Organisation 1. Okay, client ID, you can match this to their actual client ID or individual identifier within HockeyNet. It's going to be a 4 or 5 digit code, I believe. Okay, and once again, that just created the person, so we go through the process of again nominating a shirt number, captain or goalkeeper if they are one of either, and hitting save. We continue that through that process till we complete our full playing squad. Premier League or Vic League and reserve squad is recommended. We also go through the same process for team staff. So you've been created as a team manager, hence why you have access to this. You'd also go through the process of nominating your coaches, who, if they have registered, will be available to select through this list. If they're not, use the green plus button. Okay, again, please fill out the date of birth, gender, organisation, and client ID if they're registered in HockeyNet or have been previously. Once you've created them, you can assign them roles. Roles that you can choose from include assistant coach, head coach, medical doctor, physical trainer, physio, psychologist, stand-in manager, team leader, team manager, or video technician. The other one that's available within our system is a statistician, if you wanted to allocate anybody to that role as well. Okay, so we're going to go through and allocate the head coach, the number one coach. Now, security access, you can either give them team manager's right, which means they have the ability to sign in the same as you have and manage the registrations and or the starting lineup for each team or for each match, or you can give them no role, which means they're not going to receive a notification email or have to worry about anything to do with this system apart from being named for each match. Okay. And again, we just go through the process, and you can see we'll add the numbers where relevant to the side here. You can see so far we've added the 2 players, we've added a head coach, and myself as a manager, which equals 2 staff. Okay, continue through that process. Again, add your full league and reserve squad. Feel free to go 30, 35, 40 team members. It's no problem at all. There's no restriction with this system. And add all of your team staff where necessary as well. In this system, the last thing you want to do in setting up your team is allocate your uniform colours. And as it says in the memo that was distributed to clubs, use the top line for your home colours, home strip colours, and simply hit enter, go to the second line and put the away colours. Okay, it's as simple as that. Set it up, hit save, and away you go. Okay, remember, please go through, add all of the players that you can, nominate captains and goalkeepers to the relevant players, assign your team staff, all of them. Feel free to have 5, 6, 7, anybody that will fill in at some stage through the year. Take the place and allocate the right level of access, whether it's team managers access or none at all. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. I'm always available at chakkett@hockeyvictoria.org.au, and that's the process of setting up your team. Please remember to do this prior to 11 AM Saturday, the 2nd of April, which is when we will switch off, change the setting of the competition, and you'll be able to set up your first starting lineup from there. Thank you.